Hello. The last day of the Dear Mother. Hello, welcome. We are on the last day of the year and the last day of our temple's honoring of the Dear Mother, so I thought I'd wear my antlers for the occasion today. I'm only going to wear them for the first part because I can't do all my up and down and bowing and everything wearing these antlers. They'll definitely fall off my head. But let's enjoy. I also, a little fun, a little whimsy. I also wanted to just show you something. As many of you know, I and my business, The Sacred Well, don't supply uh, sage that's been harvested without indigenous permission on wild lands. I only work with either a company that commercially grows sage or other herbs for bundling. And I only get a very particular kind of sage because harvesting the sage this way doesn't do damage to the plant. And I wanted to just show you, because I think with sage, we get this kind of like story about how we need like these big, huge clouds of sage smoke in order to purify our homes and our spaces, but that's actually not true. This is the last piece of a bundle like this that I started a year ago. So I'm down to my last piece from that bundle, and this is the size of the bundle I started with. And you'll notice with this bundle that it is only the tips of the plant that have been harvested. In the bigger bundles where it goes down into the really woody part of the stem, that damages the plant. But when you have it where this stem of the sage is just clipped at the tip, then what ends up happening is that your sage plant can grow back voluminously. So I just thought I would share this because we don't really need to burn like one of these every time we want to purify our home. We can actually just break apart a bundle like this, and look, I use it a lot and I made mine last for a whole year. So this is just one way to really honor the plant spirits so that we're not kind of appropriating, and we're not, everybody burns the herbs that grow near them worldwide, really. It's not wrong or cultural appropriation to want to burn herbs for purification. That is not cultural appropriation. That you can find in almost every culture. What is wrong is when people are out there on indigenous land or wild land harvesting the white sage that's growing native to that land without doing the proper procedures. And instead, you can always get a plant, especially if you live in California, but if you live somewhere else, you can grow local different types of sage, mugwort, cedar, juniper, and figwood, any number of different herbs. So I just thought I'd share that quickly. And so we're going to use this last little bit today. When the dear mother ascends the mountain, victorious in her splendor, she brings with her the elixir of the forest, with precious incense, fragrant and sweetly scented. The mountain is purified, the forest is purified, the waters are purified, the animals are purified, the deities are purified, the spirits are purified, the ancestors are purified, Our lineages are purified. Our homes are purified. Our families are purified. Our children are purified. Our friends are purified. 2020 is purified. 2021 is purified. My life force is purified. Your life force is purified. Obstacles removed, wounds are healed, good words are spoken. All around us is purified, is purified, is purified. This is our last day with the field guide deck. So let's have a look and see what is the final word of wisdom from the Dear Mother for this month and for this year. What do we need to carry forward today as a reminder or a culmination or a wisdom lesson? The bee. This is a really important animal ally for me. How about for you? Some people really identify with the bee. Be aware of multi-realm possibilities at any given moment. There are more connections than meet the eye. Find honey in every heart. Be an outrageous cheerleader for the team that put it there. We are all in this together. And the guidance of the bee is collaboration, centering, selflessness, cultural awareness, radicalizing, calming, concentrating, and nourishing. I have a long time relationship with the spirit of bee. I know, Lenny, it's a bee. It's so exciting. It is so exciting. You know, bee is the messenger of many of the different goddesses that I work with. It's the sort of symbol of ancient priestesshood. It is, and modern priestesshood in many ways. It is the ally that reminds us that the diligence of our work will be rewarded, and that even small, seemingly small things can be Herculean in terms of their results. The average bee, I have this statistics of like how many miles the average bee flies, and I can't remember. I'll try and look it up after this and post it in the comments so you can see, but it is an absolutely stunning number of miles that the bee flies in order to gather the honey and in order to create the nectar that we all then, find sacred and enjoy. And every teaspoon of honey that you put in your tea in the morning represents the work of literally thousands, maybe even millions of miles of flight. So let's not forget that these small efforts by these small creatures add up to have a very significant overall result. And in this same way, we individually, we small creatures with our small actions can bond together, and our good works add up in the world. So there is no insignificant addition to the overall goodness. Whatever you are doing, to help create the overall goodness in the world, the overall sweetness of the world, that has its place in a much larger picture. So that's our short bit for today. Let's go be good citizens, be good, residents of this world, tend nature, help each other, and definitely look for the sweetness. So that's this. And now, if you're here for Guanyin practice, stick around. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, I'm putting the deck away for another year. We'll be back, Field Guide deck, in December of 2021. Wow, thank you. You have been amazing. And now I'm going to take this off my head so that I can do Guanyin practice, because I won't be able to do all my up and down and prostrations. But as I take this off and we go forward with Guanyin practice, I want you to notice what's up here behind me, a new statue. What's this? My friend Aisling, who is she's like my Guanyin statue pusher. She's like, I don't know, my trafficker in Guanyin statues. She helps me find these amazing statues from secondhand or estate sales or other places. And then, in the Bay Area, and I can't get them because I'm up here in Mount Shasta, but she'll pick them up and hold on to them. And then when she can come for a visit, she brings them to me. And so she's here for a visit. We've both spent the past couple weeks, quarantining and staying home and avoiding people and avoiding places so that we can be together for New Year's. And 90,000 miles in their lives, says Paris. Thank you. I knew it was an astronomical amount. So anyway, this statue up here has all of the different hands of Guanyin holding all the different implements. And for those on Facebook, I'm just going to move this so you can see a little better. So maybe I'll do a close-up photo in the comments after this so that you can see how lovely this new statue is. But now this shrine is complete. I'm so excited. So let's honor the shrine with 3 prostrations. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And I'd like to hold my mom's friend, Jen, who has tested positive for COVID. She has health complications, and she lives with an elderly relative. And so we'd like to petition that there be mercy on her and her family. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. Let's make our offerings. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guanxi Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. So let's call out to Guanyin with 108 recitations of Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, awakening within our own hearts Guanyin's compassion. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Shi 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 Yin Pursa, 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 Namo Quan Shi Yin Pursa. And our last time with this mindfulness message from Padmasambhava Guru Rinpoche. And then tomorrow we'll be with the Prajnaparamita Sutra, Heart Sutra. And then on Monday, we'll go back to Guanyin practice with a new prayer here. Whatever actions you engage in, do not do anything non-dharmic that fails to become the accumulation of merit and wisdom. Do not desire anything other than omniscient Buddhahood and benefiting sentient beings. Do not be attached to anything. Attachment itself is the root of bondage. Do not criticize other teachings and do not disparage people. All the teachings are ultimately indivisible, like the taste of salt. Do not criticize any of the higher or lower vehicles. They are identical in being the path to be journeyed, just like the steps on a staircase. You cannot know another person unless you can perceive with super knowledge. So do not criticize others. In general, all sentient beings are, by their very nature, spontaneously perfect Buddhas. They possess the essence of enlightenment. Do not examine other people's faults or delusions. Do not examine the limitations of others. Examine how you can change your own. Do not examine the shortcomings of others, but examine your own shortcomings. The greatest of evils is to hold religious prejudice and to criticize other people without knowing their mind. So give up prejudice as if it were poison. And now 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum as we call upon that compassion we've generated in our hearts today and we send it out into the world. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Let's give thanks to our teachers. May all of my precious teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Swasti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss Yeshe Wangmo be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. Let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. And may we carry the essence of Guan Yin in our hearts. Namo Guan Shi Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guan Yin and the new Guan Yin, a bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher, and wishing everyone a really, really great day. Tonight, depending on the weather, as long as it's not raining, I plan to broadcast 1,000 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum from the Guan Yin Shrine outside at 11:30 p.m. and hopefully that will carry us into the new year with the right syllables on our lips. And so tune in if you're up and you want to do something sacred for the new year with me. And otherwise, I'll be back here tomorrow morning with a long form recitation of the Heart Sutra from this book, The Heart of Wisdom. And I'll explain more tomorrow about why I've chosen this book for tomorrow. Then after tomorrow on Monday, we'll be doing a shorter version of the Heart Sutra. So tomorrow is going to be all Heart Sutra. Monday, we're going to do short form Heart Sutra and then Guan Yin practice as per usual. Okay, this is just a beautiful picture of Prajnaparamita. It's just such a lovely, lovely artistry. Who did this? Let's find out. The cover art doesn't say. Well, I'll find it. The author of the book is Geshe Kelsang Gyatso. Normally the artwork would be attributed right here, but I don't see it. But I will have it for you tomorrow. And have a great day. And make sure to drop your counts in the comments. Bye. Bye, Facebook. Bye, YouTube.